This time on Heavy Rescue 401, a surprise storm
Worried about the small chain.
stretches equipment
We got no more winch.
to the limit.
This guy's gone for a little bit of a ride.
John Allen
Guy literally launched the truck over this turnaround into the ditch on the other side.
takes on a high-flying wreck, and non-stop problems
I'm tired of playing now.
force Gary
2 inches on the front.
to gamble big on North America's busiest highway. Hundreds of thousands of drivers depend on the men and women who risk it all to keep the roads safe, because closure is not an option.
Last up this groundhog was saying it's going to be springtime pretty soon. What the hell? Yeah, she's snowing pretty good.
March is going out like a lion
Just watch yourself there, boys.
as a spring storm catches drivers by surprise.
Holy smoke. Yeah, that was sure slippery there, eh?
A mix of snow and freezing rain is blasting the highways around Toronto.
This is a big storm system that's covering basically the entire province. It has been a very busy morning. People are caught off guard. We've had crashes all across the region. They've been coming in about 1 every 2 minutes for the most part. We are taxed right now to our limits.
System update, Highway 400, poor visibility.
It's almost whiteout conditions. The snow is still coming down. The lanes are barely visible in many areas, and we want to keep the highways moving.
Oh no, she's a-snowing.
As darkness starts to fall, northbound traffic on Highway 400 rolls to a stop.
Got the 2 lanes blocked here.
A B-train tanker has crashed, spilling oil and diesel all over the road.
Truck got in an accident, and now the oil leak.
Steve Pileup, owner of Steve's Towing, picked up the police call, and his crew headed straight to the scene.
Break, watch your 20 and the cleanup crew, guys.
They've hooked up the tanker, but there's one very important job left.
So we gotta clean up.
We're talking about snow, oil, and a little bit of diesel. It's not a good combination you're dealing with. The whole highway shut down, basically. There's no room to go anywhere.
I'm under pressure right now. They have to open the highway, man. We can't have the highway closed.
Thousands of drivers on the way home from Toronto are now heading up an alternate route. But the heavy volume is already choking off Weston Road.
Yeah, there's like everybody go around now. Yo, line of cars behind me. I'm stuck on the northbound side here. I'm at the very back of the pack.
Patrick, get all the garbage down here. There's no traffic coming this side.
The police want Steve to finish the cleanup and open the road within 30 minutes.
Okay, no problem, go ahead. Then we'll move that out, yeah. Open up the trailer, let's go.
Steve's assistant road boss, Patrick Luna, pours clay-based absorbent over the mess.
We got fuel here. I just covered it with absorbent. It's just hard to see when the snow is all covering it up right now.
The safety issue with the oil on the highway is cars running over it. It gets into their tires. They can crash somewhere else, and then it causes another mess up ahead.
They're waiting for their road sweeper to reach the scene.
One of our drivers, he has a sweeper. So once the sweeper comes, I can sweep everything out real fast. The sweeper's not here yet, so that's the problem.
We're just waiting for the sweeper. Yeah, we're gonna be done for sure. Chris, watch your 20 and the sweeper.
Traffic has come to a complete stop. I think there's a couple cars in the ditch. All lanes are blocked.
Go around or whatever you have to do, man. They're getting anxious right here.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna be screwed right now, guys.
It's already been 25 minutes. And we have 5 minutes left, but our truck's not here with the sweeper.
Yes, sir. It's stuck in traffic. We're just waiting. It's a flatbed with a sweeper on the top.
They need to escort us with the lights on because we have no way to get through.
With a sweeper on the top, yeah, okay? Okay, thank you, sir. Got an OPP officer that's gonna come in here from here. He's gonna escort you, okay? OPP officer on the way to escort you.
Okay.
For now, we just gotta wait. Everything else is done. We just need a sweeper, clean it up, and we're out of here.
Chris, how you making up, buddy?
Steve, the cop is in the ditch.
Are you in a ditch, Chris? No, right?
I'm not in the ditch. The same cop that is escorting me is in the ditch.
What, the cop went in the ditch now?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do, Steve. I'm screwed now.
Just over a mile away,
Sonny, make your way down there, Sonny. Sonny, you going there, Sonny?
Try to get there fast as I can.
Steve's heavy operator, Sonny, is farther south on the detour road, but he's heading to his own urgent call.
That's very important for him because now I'm depending on him.
With the northbound 400 at a standstill. The main alternate route isn't doing much better.
Be careful when you come down the hill here, Sonny. It's very slippery, buddy.
Sonny needs to help a semi stuck and blocking traffic on the icy hill, including the plows and salt trucks that could keep traffic moving.
It's much icy, but snow on the top, so you can't even tell like there's really ice there.
And as he tries to move into position,
Sonny! My truck started to slide.
he needs to move up to flat ground before even trying a pull.
I said, no, I'm not staying here. I gotta go into the uphill on the top. Then I'll try to pull them up.
I was almost in the ditch. Wow. Sonny, I need more chains.
Steve's road boss, Walter Cabral, has called in a crew to help Sonny.
Here's more chains.
I don't have enough line. I don't have enough distance to get the truck. So we have to connect a couple of chains to get them.
Okay, good. Lose the winch, okay? I'm gonna pull it up to the hill right here so he can open the lane. Maybe he can move over to the side. I'm thinking this guy gonna go in ditch. I think so. What?
My line was break. I can't do nothing. I cannot stop the truck. How am I gonna stop? It's an 18-wheeler. If it started to slide out, can't do nothing.
My plan is working, but I'm worried about the small chain.
I was so scared. If there's anything break, anything happen, the truck gonna go into the ditch. I have to get it up.
What's the winch? What's the winch?
Sonny is all out of winch line.
We got no more winch to pull him up. And tell him to drive slowly, okay?
He decides to use his truck to pull the semi up the final stretch.
Hey, see if he can drive.
But he needs the driver to give him some help.
Drive! Keep going. Go. Yeah, he'll be okay.
We won the game on that. So there's a lot of game we gotta play.
They are to clear this.
Happy customer.
Right now, our lane is open, so a salted truck can come and then salt them. Then after that, they can leave.
Now drivers escaping Highway 400 can finally make their way north.
Yeah, we got the road open.
Just to the east,
We're just waiting. We got another OPP officer trying to get him.
Steve and crew are ready to get the 400 open, but they need the road sweeper.
I gotta wait. I'm under pressure right now, man. It's killing me right now.
Steve is a guy, he don't give up. He don't give up, right? Whatever the job, like, he try best, he wanna keep going.
Hey, buddy, we're gonna be landing on. I'm with the officer, but we're at the 400 now, buddy.
Good news at last.
We're waiting.
All right, man, I'm finally on the 400.
Another police vehicle has arrived to escort the sweeper to the scene.
ETA 4 minutes.
We got a truck coming in, we got the sweepers on the way, we got a 15 minutes, we're gonna be in and out, we're gonna be out of here. That's what the goal.
We're coming up to you guys now, Patrick.
Cops here. Time starts now. The cops here, time starts now. Come, come, come.
Okay, cut it off. Cut it off. Let's go. Okay, give me this, guy. Hook up the sweeper. Give me the sweeper first. Let's go. Woo. Let's go, guys. We got 15 minutes, guys. Let's go. We have the highway shut down. Okay, man, get it done. Let's go, move it.
You gotta hook this thing up because it wasn't hooked up.
Just take it down there first. Okay? We'll deal with it on the ground, okay? Go up there, Patrick. They got a truck coming.
But after being frozen while stuck in traffic, one hydraulic line is refusing to connect.
Start going in.
Don't break it.
In towing business, there's always gonna be something.
You gotta push it in hard.
Oh,
What's going on?
it's frozen, man. That's what happens when you leave it outside. The sweeper is not working.
In the middle of the highway, you don't have a lot of option.
Me. What a bull this way, man. Don't believe it. We got a problem. Sweeper's not working.
On Highway 400, north of Toronto,
Oh my God.
Steve's deadline is up. He needs to clean the fuel spilled on the road.
Oh,
But the sweeper attachment on his loader won't connect in the cold.
Oh my God.
So Steve changes the plan.
Whatever you have there, you gotta make it work.
bring the bucket, Chris. Bring the bucket. That's what we're gonna do. Drop the sweeper over there.
They pull the sweeper off the loader.
Go, Chris. I need the man right now. Under pressure, man.
The highway should be open by now.
In the sweeper's place, they attach the bucket.
Where do you want me to start?
It's coming this way. Okay. It's good. Put in the dump truck.
Scrape all the frozen absorbent off, pick it up, dump it.
I am the boss, but I want the highway that's open, so I'm doing the shoveling, the snow, whatever I have to do to get this highway open.
This way. Yeah, almost done, yeah. 2 minutes, we are here. Get the sweeper back and load it up, guys, that's all. Got it done, yes. Didn't go the way I want to do it, but we got it done.
End of the day, you know, all my guys and my team work and we got the highway open. It's tough situation, but you know, there's a job you gotta get done, you have to get it done. And that's what we did that night.
All lanes open.
All lanes are reopened.
Is there a fresh accident there? We're caught in the ditch.
Going home, call it a night. 5 minutes from home, I get this call, so, turn around, off we go,
As the storm finally begins to die down, Abrams Towing's John Allen is heading 50 miles east of Toronto.
Pulling up on scene here. Looks like the guy's off in the center medium here. Oh yeah. This guy's gone for a little bit of a ride.
The storm has left a casualty on Highway 115, a busy offshoot of the 401 that connects to the city of Peterborough.
This particular job here, I've never seen one like this. See his right tire marks, left tire marks, right up through here. At this point, left the ground. So the guy literally launched the truck over this turnaround into the ditch on the other side. Yeah, this guy went for one fun ride. Evel Knieveled it right over, Fall guy,
The semi lost control and veered into the median, hitting the raised U-turn lane, which sent it airborne.
I'm amazed, you know, that the thing stayed together and it's still upright. And sitting there in the ditch, it doesn't actually look like it's that bad. I want to check, see if there's any sort of damage to it. You know, this should have been catastrophic. It should be destroyed, you know, broken in pieces.
And a closer look reveals the hard landing caused major damage.
The rear axles are twisted out, so the tractor's gonna have to be rear towed.
For that, John will require backup.
Hey, wakey, wakey. This ain't just a quick winch out of the ditch and tow it back type thing, right? The tractor's pretty messed up. Alrighty, we'll see you in a while.
As the sun comes up, Jim Vincent from Abrams' Eastern Ontario shop rolls up on the scene.
Jim is a redneck. He does a lot of recovery work out in the Ottawa way. As it pulls up, this is all gonna follow.
John is more than ready to get started.
Pull your boom back in, Jim. Jim's truck, it's a V100. He's got 50,000-pound winch. He's got a whole lot of pulling power there. Go out a bit. I want to take this and put it to a block on that side. Lower it down a bit.
The trailer, loaded with 20,000 pounds of wooden pallets, is sitting in a tough spot.
This ditch, it's not just one straight hill. We got multiple hills, like kind of walking upstairs.
Yeah, it'll work. It'll center itself. Eh?
Yeah. I got Jim on the front. I'm gonna get Jim to pull it out that way.
John will focus on the trailer.
I'm gonna do this technique. It's called the lean and casualty. It's for a real aggressive pull. And you know, up to this point, it hasn't failed me yet. I'm gonna run a strap around the tailboard of the trailer.
It's gonna cradle this here, and like this, so when it goes up over, when it comes out of the ditch on the angle, it'll keep the low side high and prevent it from rolling over.
Truck starts leaning too much, over it goes, right?
There's this one here too, eh? Bring this one up?
Yeah.
While Jim's 50-ton pulls the tractor towards the road, a line from John's rotator will hoist up the corner of the trailer, keeping it level as it eases out.
The most important thing is that Jim doesn't get ahead of me here. Because if he gets ahead of me, if my rigging goes slack, the technique I'm using here, it could cause the trailer to go on its side. Jim! Ready? We're starting to pull here, and right off the bat, Jim is already pulling faster than I am. Slow down, slow down. I'm watching my line go slack. I'm like, oh no. Jim! Slow down, slow down.
On Highway 115, southwest of Peterborough,
Jim!
John Allen and Jim from Abrams Towing need to pull in perfect sync.
His truck's got a little more pulling power. He's got bigger winches, so they're moving a little faster than mine. Jim! I'm waving with two hands. I'm like, Jim, I'm yelling to him. And he's not hearing me, he's not seeing me. Jim! I see this thing about to go south, and all of a sudden, he stops pulling. Thank God he stopped. I'm able to tighten up my lines and hang on to this thing.
Now John has to play catch-up, pulling the back end up toward the road.
See how it's climbing up the hill?
And he's fighting against the tiered terrain of the median.
I got the wheels on the right side up onto the first step. See the wheels on the other side?
They're almost in the area.
They're off the ground.
The more you pull yours over, the more it's leveling off.
The back end's out. Go up there, get him to be a little aggressive on the front, and walk it right out. Go with the low.
There you go.
That's perfect.
Good.
Just drive ahead, Jim. I felt so relieved that this thing come out. We got it out without it ending up on its side. You know, there's a few close calls there. Open that lane back up. Traffic's reopened. OPP's happy.
There's pipes I come down here, you gotta come all of us.
Yeah. I can come cut your grass next week. Jim's heading that way, I'm heading this way. And, you know, job well done.
Hours later, as night falls in Toronto, John winds down his day visiting the perch of a competitor he's been watching all winter.
Nothing going on, John, eh? Busy?
I see a lot of potential in Sonny.
I know John Allen because he's driving a big rotator in Airborne. I like that rotator. I want the big truck. I just want to be like John Allen.
So when are you gonna come and jump aboard Abrams there, Sonny? Sonny would be an excellent addition to our team here at Abrams.
I don't know, man. He asked me, hey, Sonny, you want to work for us? And then I asked him, are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
It would mean an end to the daily grind of chasing.
What do you think? Come on, man. Come on.
You gonna give us a rotator or what?
No, it's the same as what you're driving, pretty much.
Man, I don't know.
And Sonny can't forget that Steve put him behind the wheel of a heavy wrecker in the first place.
The guy give me a chance, you know? You gotta appreciate a little bit, eh?
He's giving you a chance. I'm giving you an opportunity. Right?
I don't know. I can't decide right away.
Like I said, think about it. Gotta run, man. Think about it. Don't think too hard. I threw the offer out there to him, and he's really thinking about it. I think he might be at the point where he's ready to jump ship and advance his career in the towing industry.
Daybreak on Highway 402 near London. Yesterday's bad weather is past.
I'm headed to a tractor trailer rolled over.
And Gary Vandenheuvel is cleaning up the mess.
We were called by another tow company. I've not worked with this tow company before, so I'm not sure of their skill sets, so we'll approach this one cautiously.
A semi-driver, blinded in the storm, lost control, hurtling off the road. On impact, the weight of the load pulled the trailer over hard on its side.
This truck is down deep. It's way down to the bottom of the ditch.
The company that has got the job has called for help because the truck's owner wants the semi recovered with a 45,000-pound load of fabric intact and inside.
It's gonna be a real heavy pull. It's not often that we upright them loaded.
Got it?
And that's a concern. Can we get this up without the trailer coming apart?
We're starting to throw some straps over it. We gotta get this thing up and moving and get this job done.
I've got a good crew on this one. I've got Kyle, Mark, and my son.
Plus the other crew, already on scene.
Makes for a little excitement for the day, doesn't it?
Yeah. This is a new company that we have never worked with before.
You throw in another company that has their ways of doing things, and sometimes that clashes, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
You want to cage the brakes for the trailers, or are we going to supply the air?
I'm going to supply the air to the brakes on that.
This company, they do a lot of towing. Recovery's not so much.
I want him on the front.
Anytime I'm on a wreck, I'm the guy that's in charge of it. I take the lead.
Okay, are you all strapped up down there?
We're all strapped up. We just got to get a line to this front one.
I'm going to use 3 off the rotator. Go 2 high lines and 1 low line. Mark, it's easier to walk them down the road and then the ditch.
First concern I have is getting it upright, getting the trailer up without the wall blowing out of it.
That's good. It's good for now, Mark. Just tighten up on red a bit.
We don't want to hurt the trailer. I mean, the truck, it is what it is. The truck's damaged, but the trailer's still okay, so we gotta get this up without hurting anything.
With the weight inside pushing on the thin wall, Gary uses angle irons to prevent the straps from ripping right through.
What we're doing is we're spreading the load out across this 4 feet across the top rail of the trailer, which is the strongest point.
Blocks of wood add extra support, but with a hard impact the trailer suffered, and 45,000 pounds sitting on its side, there's no guarantee it will hold together.
Kyle, we want to get this line snugged up.
Good. Hold that. Hold. Whoa.
Yep.
You can't pull that hard, guys. It's all about the little details. It's a matter of getting everything right so you're not damaging anything. Listen very closely, and you're listening to see if rivets are popping, okay?
Because it is a new trailer. They want the trailer saved, so we're gonna do what we can to save the trailer.
Mark, I'm gonna have you on that back corner.
Yeah.
Kyle, you're gonna be on this truck. I'll be on the rotator, and we'll just walk it up nice and easy. Okay, let's do it.
I'm listening for anything that's going on. You'd hear the creaking and the cracking if it was gonna blow apart.
Just put little pulls on them. It's coming. Give it a minute.
They've managed to get the trailer upright in one piece, but the weight is now pushing down, sinking the wheels into deep mud, adding more resistance for the crew to overcome.
This is going to be the hardest part of the job, is getting this thing up and out.
The other company will pull to steer the tractor toward the road, while Gary's rotator and Kyle's wrecker will carry the weight of the trailer. Both crews have to pull in sync, following Gary's lead.
Just put a nice, easy pull on it.
If the wrecker in front gets too far ahead, it will strain equipment and rigging.
Gary's the lead guy, so when he says pull, pull. When he says stop, stop.
If those lines break for any reason, a shackle, those cables come at you like a shotgun.
Let's get her pulling.
I'm hearing sounds that I don't like. I'm concerned.
What happened? Hook came right out.
They were pulling too hard on the front. The hook broke on it and let go and headed towards his truck there, so.
Fortunately, it didn't hit anybody. If it hits a person, it's going to be fatal.
I'll grab down here, Sonny.
Gary decides to move some of his pulling power to the front of the trailer.
If I bring my line in here and start bringing that trailer coming up your way, it's going to make it a lot easier on you.
Okay. Yeah, we got to grab it from the axles through the frame.
So we're just repositioning lines. My truck is going to help pull this trailer back around. They're going to pull on the front of that tractor and get it coming out. That is the problem when you start working with other companies that you haven't worked before. I don't like that. Just got to get this thing up and get it out my way. Hey, Sonny, how are you? You ready? Okay, just get a little snug. Yeah, just put little pulls on them. It's coming. Give it a minute, little pull.
I could tell it wasn't going where I wanted it to be. Things weren't working. Stop here, whoa.
Give it a minute, a little pull.
On Highway 402 near London, a heavy pull has gone wrong. Again. The second crew's operator escapes injury by inches.
They kept pulling on that tractor, and we broke a pin, and it came flying.
Oh, broke again.
Yeah. Again, the other hook broke on the front of it. So we're just gonna re-rig. I'm gonna turn my truck a little bit to the side, get up to the front there, give him a hand. Start making this thing move for him.
Gary repositions closer to the front of the trailer, but to keep clear of traffic, he'll have to pull from a tough angle.
Bit of a challenge. I'm just off to the side, so it's gonna be a little tough. It's gonna wanna pull me down in the ditch.
And he'll be fighting more than just the weight of the wreck.
She's in pretty thick mud down there.
So now you have more resistance because of all this mud.
You know what? I'm gonna double this one up. I'm gonna put a snatch block in and run it on a double line. That way you can get more pull out of your line. Red line
to the bottom.
Red line to the bottom. It's always a game of just maneuvering a little bit. No two jobs are the same.
Yeah, you're all right there.
To prevent his truck from sliding into the ditch, Gary will try a series of small pulls, and he needs the other wrecker to work with him.
Just walk it back and forth, and let me inch too, so we want to break some suction here. Little pull, Sonny, just a bit.
Rotator's moving.
Come on, sit still.
Start to pull, and it slides my truck over.
Hang there, buddy, hold on.
Major problem, obviously.
Gary's hoping if he can jam his brake pedal to lock up the wheels, he can better anchor the rotator and stop the slide.
It's a little trick to keep me stable. Locks my brakes up and helps a little bit on the pull. Okay, let's snug her together, boys.
The brakes hold. The rotator doesn't move. But neither does the wreck.
Hold up, Sonny. We getting any movement?
No.
We had some.
A little bit, not much. It might have moved like a couple inches, but that's about it.
Okay, give me a shovel. I want that taken out of there. Right there in front of those tires. A little bit of resistance here and there. Believe it or not, it makes the difference.
It's stuck in the ditch in the mud. That's what's sucking it in there.
Just after 3 p.m., the second crew brings in backup, adding an extra rotator to the fight.
You put another line on that back corner, I think with all of us pulling, it should start moving.
We're hooking this up, pulling the trailer up.
Okay.
Gary will now run one of his lines to the corner sunk deepest into the mud.
I'm right beside you, but you're going that way, I'm going this way.
And they'll rig the newly arrived rotator to the same spot.
Ditches are full of mud, full of water.
Oh, that was nice. I'm good.
It's going to fight us right to the top of the ditch.
Just put a nice, easy pull on it. Don't let them pull too hard.
Oye, andar yo.
Okay, everybody get back in case that hook goes.
We got more than enough iron to get this thing out. We have 4 heavies pulling on this right now. We're just gonna take it little pieces at a time here.
All right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
I've seen how their equipment doesn't work well under pressure.
We'll all work together and see what happens. Okay, make sure he doesn't pull all that hard, because it'll let go.
It'll come out like a rocket.
Just watch that back corner and tell me that those tires are turning or not.
On Highway 402,
Okay, what are we doing, guys? Little pulls?
Gary's got 4 heavy wreckers
Little pull. Just give me a little.
fighting a loaded semi stuck deep in the mud.
As long as he doesn't pull too hard, you're fine. You got a little more out of her? Now she's moving.
Oh yeah, they're both turning.
That's what we want to see. Colin, tell me what you see happening. She's out of the thick mud, so now it's just getting up the hill the rest of the way. That's it, just like that, nice and easy. It's coming. Get your guy to help with the back corner there. Bring her right to you if you can. We're almost there.
There it goes.
Okay, stop!
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
The tractor is up on the road. Now they have to get the trailer to follow it out without interfering with the live lane of traffic.
Just turn a little bit, pull about 5 feet forward, do a pull.
The 2 wreckers up front will reel the truck in, moving forward to finish the pull when they run out of room.
Stop!
Use short pulls, 5 to 10 feet at a time, and then reposition the truck.
Okay, little pull.
If you get too far away, you're gonna be pulling the truck down the ditch.
It's time for the second crew to reposition for the next pull. But they've moved too far ahead. Instead of rolling up onto the road, the wreck is only sliding along the length of the ditch.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
I've been sitting on this, I've been patient, but it's becoming a challenge and it's becoming frustrating.
10 feet, just 10 feet. Straighten your wheels out.
I'm getting frustrated because, I mean, I know even with the limited amount of experience that I have, I know what needs to be done.
Right to me.
Cut that front end over now.
Stop. And pull it out that way.
The way we asked.
But we're going to run out of light on this if we continue at this pace.
Whoa! Yeah, you're a long way up there again. See if you can get it to come with this one.
All you're doing is walking it right down the ditch. It's not coming up and out at all. We'll pull this from here to London, right down the ditch. We gotta get it up and out this way. Whoa, stop.
Come on, stop. No further. I'm gonna be here all night at this.
I don't think I've ever seen Gary get pissed off at a job before, and I think he's right on the verge today.
I'm tired of playing now. We're gonna be here till midnight if we keep doing it this way.
I have to come up with something. And I've looked at it and said, look, we're gonna make this come out.
I'm gonna grab the back of this trailer and bring it over.
Gary comes up with the idea that he's gonna use the rotator and literally pick up the back end of that trailer and move it to the shoulder of the road. That's a lot of weight to be picking up. I mean, the Rotator's a strong truck, but that's a badass move.
I reach out with the Rotator. It's way beyond its limits. I know that. I just knew I had to get this unit back onto the road.
Okay, do watch my legs on that side, please.
Yeah. We've gone to our full maximum reach here. Problem with that is you get into the whole balance issue. You know, you've got 80,000 pounds sitting on the end, and then your truck only weighs 75,000 pounds.
To make the maneuver even tougher, wedged between traffic and the slope, Gary can't fully extend both sets of outriggers for maximum support.
Okay, here we go.
I'm watching these outriggers trying to make sure that they're not floating too high and that the truck isn't going to tip over.
We're getting a little bit teetery, okay?
I've got Colin. He's watching my back over there. He knows what to look for on that.
Front's starting to pick up. Keep talking to me, Cole. Just floating on the front. How much? 2 inches on the front. 2.5 inches on the front. Now it's coming up more. Okay, you're really starting to float.
And that's when it gets a little bit scary.
Back leg starting to float. Okay, you're really starting to float.
5 hours into a frustrating battle on Highway 402.
Back leg starting to float.
Gary is gambling big, lifting the back end of a 45,000-pound wreck onto the highway.
We are pushing this rotator to its limits.
He had his boom extended out as far as it would go.
I'm grabbing it, lifting, and taking the entire weight of the entire trailer, and I'm sliding it a couple inches at a time.
How we doing, Cole? You're 2 inches on the front.
When I would tell him, you know, okay, the legs are starting to float, he would pull the boom in a little bit, and that would give us a little bit more leverage on our end.
With the trailer up, hanging over the edge of the ditch, it's time for the final step of Gary's risky move.
Slide this thing over. How we doing, Cole? You're going back down. You're on the ground. Thank you.
A little bit more, baby. Come on.
Now we're cooking with fire. Yeah.
That was a badass move for the boss to do. I don't think I have the cojones to do it, but he did.
She's officially on the road. Let's pack her up, boys. Let's go home.
Look at you go with your big boy tow truck.
Yeah. All right. We're out of here. Job's done. Got it to where they can get it from here, so we're gonna pack up and go home.
It's a great feeling. It's a victory, right? Maybe took a different path along the way, but we got there.
10-4, 55, all lanes are reopened.
Welcome to Ontario Winters.
Every day in the towing industry, it's a challenge.
I haven't come to a battle that I haven't won yet.
It's a hard business.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Whoa!
It's an extremely tough industry.
Look at that damage. Unbelievable.
I gotta get there fast as I can.
It takes a certain person to be able to do this style of work and the hours that we put in.
Hawaii.
The late meals, the missed birthdays, all the things that go behind this.
Could be one hell of a long night.
A procession of tow trucks, kind of an honor guard thing. Men and women put their life on the line every day, standing out on those roadways.
First sign of squealing tires, you're running.
Some of these jobs just fight you every inch of the way, struggling with them to get them up.
Pull, 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 pull.
Beautiful. There she is.
Oh, I love this job.
But that's just what we do.
What I call sexy.
We're a team, me and the truck.
It's great. We love doing it
Atta boy.
every day.
I like when they say good job.
Those people out there are nuts.
Next time on the season finale of Heavy Rescue 401,
The terrain between Hope and Toronto, it's so different.
The team from Highway Through Hell.
It's just way different obstacles to overcome.
And the 401 crew.
You just feel the wind going by your head.
Size up heavy recovery.
Wow.
These are trucks that guys used to run back in the 70s.
In the mountains of BC.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
And the mayhem of Ontario. This time on Heavy Rescue 401.
The gear shifts suck right through the floor.
James and crew clean up heavy carnage.
This is way too easy to get hurt doing this stuff. Hey, careful.
Fortunate it didn't go right across the highway or kill somebody.
Kevin faces an impossible load.
Watch it doesn't turn, because if it kicks out. Okay, whoa, hang on.
Can't see.
And the crew from Herbs tangles.
That ain't gonna work.
With an icy mess.
Careful, turn nice.
On North America's busiest highway, hundreds of thousands of drivers depend on the men and women who risk it all to keep the roads safe. Because closure is not an option.
The heavy's starting to come down now.
Yeah, it's coming down hard in the snow right now. Here it comes.
5 Kilo 101, accept 2 tows racing to your MDC.
Collisions have been piling up on Highway 401 for the last 2 hours.
50, this one's 401 eastbound. Lots of debris in the lanes.
A 2-car crash, paramedics on scene, fire's on scene here as well. I'm just arriving on scene here right now.
OPP Sergeant Kerry Schmidt arrives on scene at the latest crash in Mississauga.
It's been an absolute crazy morning already. Traffic is moving very slowly. We've got crashes everywhere. This is absolutely slick. People are not adjusting their driving to the conditions, and that's why we're seeing what we're seeing here right now.
And with a major storm front moving eastward across the province, there's more chaos to come. Later that afternoon, 270 miles east in Cornwall.
The morning commute will be just crazy. Yes. When does this portion hit us?
The front, already hitting Toronto, is bearing down on Herb Vink and his crew.
There is a sense of adrenaline. Everybody's on standby.
Well, probably around midnight or 1, that's probably when we're going to get the biggest portion.
Yeah.
She might switch to freezing rain due to the St. Lawrence.
Freezing rain is a killer.
Freezing rain can cause heavy damage in eastern Ontario, where it can build into full-force ice storms. Some of the worst possible conditions for a recovery operation. And with the weather moving in, lead operator Nate Wilson gets the call to a major recovery.
Ice rain or?
Just 10 miles to the west.
That was quite the call. I didn't actually know what we were dealing with. Thanks. Bye. Got a call, gotta go.
Following you.
We'll get out there and then we'll see what's happening.
A few minutes later, General Manager Andrew Vink follows behind.
I got a wreck, heading out. As soon as we get there, we're gonna find out what kind of cargo, at least secure the scene.
As they hit the road, the freezing rain is battering the highway.
Responding in this is pretty dangerous, actually. telling everybody else to get off the roads, and we're heading out on them.
Ice isn't forgiving. There's a reason why hockey players use skate and not rubber shoes.
Hey, Andrew, starting to get some vehicles in the ditch here. Starting to get slippery. Show's about to happen. I didn't think it was that bad till we got out here.
In the town of Longsu, a service road that connects a busy industrial area to the 401 is covered in debris.
Well, we got 2 tractor-trailer collision, 40-foot end up loaded with garbage, and we have a flatbed over there that had steel coils on it. Impacted this tractor hard enough, it actually separated the cab off the chassis. The driver's in pretty bad shape, last we heard.
A westbound tractor pulling a flatbed loaded with steel coils lost control on the curve, sliding into the path of a garbage hauler.
When the trailer impacted the tractor, it was so violent, it busted almost every axle of the flatbed. Just hope the driver's all right. Hope he pulls through. We got tires, steel coils, truckload of garbage, and it's spread out for, I don't know, almost a quarter mile down here. It's quite a mess, actually. Okay, I gotta get the bucket on. I need someone with a saw so we can clean the road for them.
They'll need every member of the crew to clear the wreck. But Herb's son, Andrew, is missing.
You calling Herb's? Yeah. Andrew called me up. He caught 6 inches of slush or ice, and he ended up having a major accident.
He was in quite a bad collision. He impacted a tree about 6 feet high. He got airborne. He ended up okay, slight concussion, a little bit shook up, but that's how fast things change.
It's just tough. You never want your kids to get hurt in any way, shape, or form. It scared me.
It's terrible. We were a man down, we haven't even started yet. It was a situation for sure.
Man, the road's damn slippery.
280 miles away, just west of Toronto.
Conditions are really poor out here.
Ice and slush are building up on the 401.
Right now, it's freezing rain going on.
Steve's towing heavy operator, Sonny Subramaniam, is looking for drivers in trouble.
We are driving around, see if there's anybody need help or something like that.
New to heavy rescue, Sonny still has a lot to prove to company owner Steve Pileup.
Sonny is a very hardworking guy. He's learning. There's a lot to learn. In towing business, there's every day a new challenge.
You're not gonna get everything, but you gotta try. Never stop trying.
410 southbound to the 401. Right up that split. Shotgun trailer.
Yeah, I'm going, Steve. I'm trying to get there fast as I can.
With a truck blocking the lane, the first operator on scene will get to clear the overpass.
I don't know if I can make it or not, but there's a possibility to make it.
And from the other direction,
Fire was on scene. There's an ambulance right ahead of us right now.
Sergeant Kerry Schmidt is also heading for the site of the collision.
There he is. So it's jackknifed. There's a transport truck jackknife blocking the lane. So we got to just spin back around on the 401 to get into those lanes.
As Sonny makes it to the ramp,
On scene, man. Wow, man. He made it from Dix and Martin go.
he can see he's missed the job
Right there,
by minutes.
right on the top of the ramp. I could be all over, man. This guy hit the wall and then jackknife right here.
Sonny remains on scene, ready to offer any help.
We'll see. This is my job. I have to do, no matter what.
See what's going on? Time is of the essence right now. We have a major ramp that's connecting the 401 to Highway 403. It's closed right now. We want to get some traffic moving, get this cleaned up before the afternoon rush hour and before we get even more collisions.
What happened? Did you come up alongside of hit the snow? One wheel climbed the wall. I thought he was going over. It was scary. I'm just glad I'm alive.
They're gonna stop the fuel They put it up so the fuel is in the bottom,
okay,
so it's not gonna leak, right?
So I'm just gonna update social media here to know what's going on. We're in the express lanes on the 401 westbound. You can see traffic is backed up all the way down along that ramp. You can see where the tractor actually jackknifed around and punched a hole into the trailer of the truck. You see the diesel on the ground. So the fire department's just using some putty here to try to fill these holes so we don't have more diesel spilling out onto the roadway.
As Carrie keeps the driving public informed,
That's my luck, you know, I couldn't get it.
for Sonny, with nightfall on the way, it's time to get back to the chase.
Luck will come around. So you gotta keep trying. You cannot give up.
Back off the 401 near Cornwall, darkness has fallen, and the freezing rain is now pouring on the crew from Herb's.
The worst work environment you could ever get.
And before they can clear the wreck,
There's so much steel and junk all over the roads.
they have to clear 50,000 pounds of coiled steel cable.
These coils are everywhere. Like they're down the highway for hundreds of feet. They're wrapped around the tractor, half hanging off the trailer. They were just everywhere.
And the coating of ice is making them even harder to grab.
That ain't gonna work. It's not just an easy cleanup. It's time-consuming and challenging.
Even with the clam bucket, it's out as a slingy, so it's gonna create more work.
Weather like that complicates everything. It was treacherous. Terrible.
There's some freezing rain there, so it's not the best.
Yeah, the roads out this way are treacherous.
Just off the 401 near Cornwall, the crew from Herb's Towing is down a man, and they can't even recover the wrecks
Tons of fun.
until they clean up the spilled load. But the coils and the icy conditions are making the job
That ain't gonna work.
impossible.
Let's just try the forks.
Okay.
Might be easier.
Okay.
You guys hold it up. I'm gonna come in with the forks this way and grab it, okay? Dan, can you go get the saw? We'll have to start cutting these coils as we're taking them out of here.
The plan is working. Now they just need to cut the tangled coils free.
That's awesome, guys! The rain, the way it was, it just made every job that much harder. Can't see.
Trying to stay busy and keep warm.
Gonna fit? I don't know. You got room for one more? We're going good, boys.
Once the steel is clear,
There we go. Okay, let's do it.
the crew tows away the tractor and trailer.
Yeah, we got her.
But the real job
No, it's bad.
is still ahead. Recovery of the 110,000-pound garbage hauler.
Careful. She turned ice. She turned ice in a matter of minutes on us, so she's pretty slick. It's like this across the whole scene.
That's bad.
Nate's called for a salt truck, but on a night like this, there's no telling when it might arrive. And as conditions get worse,
Okay, I'll go check it out.
the storm strikes again.
We had a OPP cruiser get hit by a tractor trailer, so Herb rushed out with the Aero truck through traffic. So in the peak of the ice storm, all hell's breaking loose. Herb gets called out to an accident. 50-ton got called out to another accident. I'm losing trucks. I'm losing bodies. It's just nuts out there. Team, be safe. Could be one hell of a long night.
With General Manager Andrew already injured in a crash, Nate has just a skeleton crew facing the toughest part of the job.
All right, we're just gonna see if our connections are gonna work to air this trailer up and release the brakes.
His first step, connect a compressed air line to release the locked air brakes.
I don't know if that's gonna be enough air for us.
He needs the system to hold the air. But
Leaking? Son of a... Well, that ain't gonna work. She's got a little hole down here. It's not very big, but it can cause me a lot of headaches. So either I bypass it or I get a self-tapping screw to shove in that hole. Hey, go in there and see if they got any self-tapping screws. I need one for an air tank. Scavenger hunt. I'll go through the inside of the truck, you never know.
260 miles down the 401.
A lot of snow. You see more snow coming. Like you see, it says heavy snow coming tonight until 2 o'clock.
Conditions in Toronto have turned from freezing rain back to heavy snow, and Sonny is staying out for as long as the bad weather holds.
We're thinking it's gonna happen. That's why we are out, right?
If you don't stay in the night, if something happens, you are out of the picture.
Sonny's life revolves around the highway, right down to picking an apartment with the perfect view.
I wanted to see the highway always. I can see the 400 southbound ramp to 401 eastbound right there. That's my perch.
Tonight, he'll stay at his perch and at the ready.
I'm just waiting for something to happen.
400 northbound 89, car on the ditch.
And it isn't long before he's back on the chase.
Hurry up, steady, hurry up.
Find anything? No.
Back near Cornwall, the recovery is on hold until Nate finds the one small piece that can patch the air tank.
Oh, maybe we found a screw?
That is screw, but it'll work, right?
It might work. We'll try it. Perfect. That plugged our air leak issue, and now we'll be able to transport it safely to the shop.
Even though the tractor chassis brakes are still locked, the trailer wheels will now turn. But Nate still has to get 110,000 pounds up and on the road.
Sheer adrenaline keeps me going. Job's got to get done. And we got to open the road. There we go.
The mangled cab has been ripped almost right off the chassis. Nate needs to lift it free.
We got to thank Herb for giving me some of the best tools in the business to work with.
Tools that include the biggest, most powerful rotator in the province. But Nate has to take extra care with his rigging.
Okay, so we're gonna try to lift it out like that.
The Ministry of Transport hasn't finished investigating the crash. Nate can't allow any additional damage to the delicate cab.
Showtime. Let's get something done. Fire in the hole! We'll just take our time. Nice and slow. She's touch and go. Watch it. Okay, you guys good?
Yeah, drop it.
That's finesse.
But to recover the trailer, Nate will need the power of the second rotator.
Until the second rotator got back on scene, I was almost at a standstill.
And to figure out a plan to fight the weight and the ice, he also needs the boss.
Herb's really great with the numbers. He'll figure out a wreck within 100 pounds. He's always right.
Finally, just after midnight, Herb returns.
I was thinking single line in it, off the tailboard, so I could actually
Single
pull.
line won't be enough. If it's full, it'll be 110,000. You need to go double minimum.
Yeah. Oh, you want me to put a snatch block here?
Good?
Yeah.
Nate rigs chains at the rear of the tractor
Perfect.
to hook 2 lines from his rotator. At the front, the crew runs lines from the second rotator to the tractor's chassis. Nate's 80-ton rotator will drag the wreck back out the way it went in, while the rotator in front will winch the mangled tractor sideways up to the road.
Let it off a bit. Okay, tighten it up.
And as they gear up for the pull, the crew's luck might be changing.
Here we go. We got our salt.
Nate's salt truck makes it to the scene.
Man, that salt ever help, eh?
Tight hold on it. And once it pulls, everything should come with it. All right. Should be one clean grab.
But even with the improved traction, the 100,000-pound truck will be a heavy pull.
Okay, pull it up. Pull, pull, pull. It's coming nice. As long as we don't hit the asphalt. Gotta get it up over the shoulder. Right there.
To pull that tractor trailer out, quite a few forces. Snowpack underneath it, no wheels rolling on the tractor.
And as the trailer inches onto the road,
whoa, hey,
the landing gear is starting to dig in.
Dolly leg digging into the ditch and the shoulder coming out. Quite a bit of resistance.
Oh, we're digging in with that dolly leg. Hey, whoa.
You're at the edge when you're pulling that much.
That dolly leg. We're getting close to the shoulder.
West of Cornwall, the freezing rain is still hammering Herb Vink and his crew.
Whoa.
And as they wrestle the 110,000-pound wreck onto the road.
Hey, Pete! Whoa, we're digging in with that dolly leg. Hold on, Pete. Just try to hold it tight. You're gonna roll the truck.
Just the resistance it creates, where something else may break.
If that dolly leg that catches in the asphalt, we stop and we have to lift it.
Can we try to get some lift? Maybe Pete can go up a little bit.
They need to extend the boom to lift the truck over the edge.
Nice and slow, though.
But running the boom off the side is the least stable position for the rotator.
Just nice and easy, Pete.
Extending too much, lifting this much weight, could tip it right over.
With the tractor dragging across the ground, through the ditch, up the hill, the snow packed underneath, the dolly leg obviously digging into the shoulder, creates quite a bit of resistance.
Herb steps in and takes over the controls.
Let's be honest, when Herb's there, it's his scene.
Herb's gonna rig it, pick this thing up, get it out of the way so we can get a tractor under this trailer ASAP.
The wreck is on the road.
Well, let's hope that he's all okay.
And Herb's mind turns to his son, injured earlier tonight.
Although I was at work and my head was with Andrew.
Whoa!
It's weighing on your mind. How's Andrew? How's he doing? Focus your attention on the job, get it done.
Go! We're going good, boys.
And this job finally is done.
It's been a long one. Whew.
Awesome. It's one of the worst conditions in a while.
Perfect.
No, away we go. That's what we're liking. Nice dry road.
The next day in Toronto, roads are clear after last night's storm. But Sonny from Steve's Towing is right back at work.
I was out all night, but nothing happened.
Sonny is answering a call on the westbound 401.
We're gonna go see a truck breakdown in the right shoulder.
A semi-driver is worried his rear tires are leaking air.
What's going on?
But a quick inspection reveals something else entirely.
This guy got a problem. All bolt are broken. Lucky it didn't come off. Hit by the car.
The wall of the wheel hub is shattered, leaving the bolts and the wheel dangerously loose. But the semi is blocking the right lane, and there's too much traffic to safely replace the broken wheel on scene.
3 hours ETA for the mechanic job. So officer, he wanted to get it out of there as soon as possible.
I know you're on the shoulder, but you still, it is dangerous. And I lost 2 drivers since I'm in the business.
The driver's mechanic arrives to make a quick fix.
So he's gonna tie up 4 more bolts, and then we're gonna escort him off the highway, and they're gonna fix it in the parking lot.
The mechanic manages to tighten 5 of the 8 bolts, a temporary measure for a short drive.
Yeah, you follow me. I'll get you off the highway, okay?
Sonny will escort the driver to the safe location, and he doesn't want to waste any time.
Right now, we gotta change the lane to other one. So I'm putting my signal to tell the guy, change the lane, man. Come on, buddy.
Every minute with a loose wheel on the road is a minute that Sonny fears the worst.
Coming very slow. No, let's go.
Loose truck wheels are a major problem on the highways. They can fly off into traffic. And just recently on Highway 400, Sonny witnessed the worst possible result.
That was a horrible accident.
There was a transport truck that was traveling southbound, lost a set of wheels. One of those wheels was bouncing across the highway where it came in contact with an SUV.
Emergency crews rushed the driver to hospital, but his injuries were too severe.
Last year alone, just within the GTA, we investigated over 130 detached wheels.
Sergeant Kerry Schmidt has seen the dangerous results of this simple maintenance issue too many times.
When they come off, they turn into projectiles. By the time the driver realizes that they're on a collision course, there's really nothing they can do to avoid it.
Or thinking about their family, pray for them, like how struggle they're gonna go through because of this.
Come on, buddy.
So Sonny wants to get this truck off the road now.
So when I put the signal light, he's supposed to be changing the lane. I'm scared, like I'm shaking my legs and I'm sweating. My hands like getting sweat when I'm changing the gears. Yeah, he's coming right now.
Today, the temporary fix holds, and the semi makes it to a safe spot where permanent repairs can begin.
When I got to the parking lot, I was so happy. He just made it out of the highway. Right now, he's safe. Everybody's safe.
I got it.
All patrols, please stand by for reports.
Just north of the 401 off Highway 400, the crew at the Compass Traffic Operations Center is keeping eyes on the roads north of the city.
All highways, we have heavy snow, -5, southwest, strong, visibility is poor.
Where a new front is blowing in.
Yeah, OBB have Highway 11 closed at Telford line heading north.
Okay. We don't have a camera there, but we still have it as active.
And just before 2 p.m. on Highway 11 north of Aurelia.
All lanes are closed at Souls due to multi-vehicle collision. Okay.
Highway 11 connects the 400 to the busy recreation areas on the lakes to the north. Just south of the storm front, James Ireland is answering the call.
Just north of us, apparently it's snowing pretty hard, and apparently there's an accident involving 3 tractor trailers up here.
As James heads towards the scene, he hits the brunt of the storm.
When the snow squalls move in, nobody can see what's going on. All you can hear is vehicles getting smashed up, and you don't know where it is. It's really dangerous.
And on Highway 11, the collision has left a trail of debris and destruction. When a northbound semi hit the whiteout and slowed down, the truck behind it couldn't stop in time. It rear-ended the semi, spilling its load of steel beams. Several more vehicles were caught in the chain reaction.
So this truck has run into the back of another tractor trailer so hard, the gear shift and the brake pedal and everything has sucked right through the floor when the engine came through the firewall and hit it. This guy's crazy lucky. He's lucky that he's not dead.
Multiple tow companies haul away the cars, but it's up to James and his crew to take on the smashed steel truck.
We had a lot of work to do, plus all the steel I-beam.
Heavy operator Don Stevenson will be James' second in command today.
It's not just a normal pick it up and go. There's a lot of extra time to re-secure this load of steel and pick up the debris that's on the ground.
With all 3 lanes of northbound traffic squeezing onto the shoulder, secondary accidents are a real risk.
A major concern here is to try and get as much as we can cleaned up before the next snow squall comes in, so we don't have another accident.
Well, I want them to get the highway cleared up as fast as possible, because if it gets dark and it really starts to get snowy again, it starts to seriously impact their job as well as the safety.
Another snow squall comes in, the exact same thing could happen right there. The danger factor here is doubled or more with the southbound traffic moving at the speed that it was. So you're gonna back in here?
Yeah.
Okay.
They start with a battered tractor. But before they even begin, the job gets more complicated.
There's no sign of the engine anywhere?
Yeah, it's way back there. About halfway back through the floor of the cab.
2,000 pounds of engine that they'll have to deal with before they can move the truck.
Yeah, it's actually broke right off the driveline.
Oh my. There's no sign of the engine anywhere?
On Highway 11 north of Aurelia, James Ireland's recovery has just hit a roadblock.
Yeah, it's way back there. About halfway back through the floor of the cab.
Oh boy. Yeah, the steel truck was heavily, heavily damaged. The motor and transmission were smashed out of it, underneath the cab. That had to be lifted so we could even move the tractor. We're gonna try and get the motor and the transmission chained back in that we can get it towed up the road. There's nothing holding it in now. If you wanna push it through, I'll go to the other side.
Yeah.
Okay, Don, I got it, buddy.
Pull it tight to you.
How's that?
That's as tight as she's gonna go.
Okay.
How you making out there?
And as they get ready to attempt a tow,
We're gonna have to pin all these brakes too. There's way too many airlines broke off.
Yep.
the air brake system has been ripped to shreds, locking the wheels. They can physically release or cage them, but at a cost.
If we have to cage the brakes, we're going to be here another 20 minutes, half an hour.
So they connect a line from Don's truck, hoping the brake system will still hold air.
If we can't get the brakes released on this truck, we're not moving it off the road right now.
I'm gonna see if the truck will actually release.
Supplies on!
120 miles south, in Hamilton, heart of the nation's steel industry.
Just got a call from police.
Metro Truck Group's Kevin Richardson heads out to the westbound QEW.
We have a lot of steel mills, a lot of heavy truck traffic. We're hauling big chunks of steel, slabs, so you never know what you're gonna get, right?
Alrighty. Today, steel is the problem. But it's like no cargo Kevin's ever seen.
I've done coils, but that's all solid, right?
When the driver slammed on his brakes to avoid a car that cut him off, the 20,000-pound steel cylinder ripped free, smashing down the highway.
Fortunate it didn't go right across the highway or kill somebody, so he's very lucky. Thank God for the cement walls, because that's what stopped it.
Alrighty. Kevin and the driver quickly re-secure the cargo that's still on the trailer.
Get on there. All right. Where are you taking the load? Oh.
With a 1,500-mile journey ahead, Kevin needs to get the driver on his way.
Okay, let's get a chain on.
and the police are eager to get the 20,000-pound obstacle off the road.
I told the cop it would be 20 minutes, and we're already at a half hour.
Just trying to do this fast.
But the steel has no place to rig a hook or strap.
I started, panicking a little bit. Oh, God. How am I gonna do this, man?
Yeah, it could be tricky and dangerous, right? Because it's 20,000 pounds of steel. Yeah. Hey.
Kevin calls the shop to send backup.
It's big round, and it's right on the ground. It's just a big solid piece.
I've never had nothing like that. Usually I've had coils, but there's always a way where I can get something in to pry it up, or I can get some underneath it. Well, this one was against the wall. It was just big and round.
Yeah, I gotta pick it up, but how do you choke these, man?
There's nowhere to hook up or a sling. So I was scratching my head on that one.
If Kevin can't rig it securely, 20,000 pounds of steel could break loose and plow into moving traffic.
We'll see how it goes.
This traffic's brutal. They are blocking lanes 3 and 4.
On the QEW in Hamilton,
we got to get this highway open.
Westbound traffic is bottlenecked while crews patch the damaged road. And Kevin deals with 20,000 pounds of steel that tore up the asphalt.
Oh, my God. How the hell am I going to get this up? I'm like...
Kevin must somehow wrap a strap around the steel. For that, he needs help. Just after 1 p.m., backup arrives.
My guys are here. Good, how are you? Thanks for coming out, eh? And we gotta get some wood here, okay, guys?
Using the median as a brace, Kevin will try to catch just enough of the edge of the steel to ease it up, making room to prop it with blocks of wood.
Okay, I'm gonna try to choke it, we'll just pick it, all right? Okay? All right. Just watch yourself. It's gonna come off. Okay, go ahead. Please get underneath, man. Yeah, okay, now we got underneath, so okay. Wanna go higher? Yeah, a little higher. Just watch it doesn't turn, because if it kicks out. Okay, move. Just please watch your hands, your feet. So always keep your hands clear, okay?
If the load slips from the rigging, the steel could cause serious damage.
With that much weight, it just gains more speed, especially being round. You're not going to stop it.
Just watch your toes, all right. So we'll join all 4 here, okay? That'll be all right, okay? Okay, here we go.
I get antsy because I want to get off the highway. I want to open it up.
That looks pretty good, eh? Hey, Richie, now I'm gonna drive ahead with it, okay? I'm gonna go very slow. Awesome. Okay, come on. Let me get my outrigger down here. Gotta get more height. You all right there? How's that? You're in?
Took a little bit of weight off my shoulder. I know it doesn't look like a big job, but it was for me.
We saved the day, man. Good.
I'm just glad everything went well. Nobody got hurt.
Okay, thanks, guys. Okay.
Well, we're moving on through.
Looks like it. I haven't stopped moving yet.
You gonna go put this stuff away?
Yeah. Just gonna try and air this truck up.
Back up Highway 11, north of Aurelia.
I just want to get the road cleared up.
James and Don are ready to air up the brakes of the destroyed steel truck so they can finally clear the badly bottlenecked highway.
We're rolling, but we're rolling slow through here.
But there's no guarantee the brake system will release.
With the damage to it, it's a 50-50 gamble whether it actually will.
Supplies on!
And they say if the truck will actually release. Brakes are released.
Really?
Well, the buttons are in.
Holy crap.
I don't know if they're actually released, but the buttons went in.
Hey, try rolling her head.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Everything is moving. It's almost a mini miracle because of all the carnage that this thing's gone through. It shouldn't hold air, and it did.
Moving the truck was just the first part. Now, they have to deal with a half load of steel I-beams all over the road.
We have a large mess. We have another 10 I-beams on the ground to pick up yet. There's a flatbed coming up from our yard, and we're gonna load all the rest of that stuff onto his truck, chain it down, and then the road will be open after that. Hey, how's it going, buddy?
But the icy roads are causing more trouble.
So whereabouts are you? Okay, bye. That's the flatbed trying to get up here to pick up the rest of this metal. He's stuck at another accident south of here.
The highway's been closed for a few hours now, and it will be until they get the steel cleared up. So we're hoping within the next hour or so we'll get it cleared up.
The pressure's on here today too because we have a staff sergeant watching our every move here to make sure everything's going fast. Well, the flatbed, I'm gonna phone him in a second, see where he is.
Flatbed's coming, you're gonna put this on the flatbed.
Yep, that's all going up on the flatbed.
And then there's one coming for that?
Yeah, Pat's looking after that one. His tractor should be here soon too.
With darkness falling, the risk of stalled traffic causing a secondary collision is growing by the minute.
They've asked me already about 6 times how quick we can do this, so the pressure's on this one. Hello, Mark. Okay, bye. He's close. That guy there and the flatbed's coming in here. I'm gonna bring him right in here. We can start getting these I-beams off the road. Just go through there nice and easy. These are 20, 25-foot steel beams, 3/4 inch. They're 5, 6, 8,000 pounds each.
Where do you want to start, James?
I'm gonna put this one up first.
All right. Okay, do you want to
spin that one right around, Mark? Mark, watch that hook doesn't slide up and get your hand. We don't want anything slipping. This is way too easy to get hurt doing this stuff. When you're lifting these I-beams, steel on steel is very slippery. One wrong move and somebody could lose a limb.
We're going like 2 miles an hour.
North of Aurelia, traffic is barely crawling up Highway 11.
My God, I was wiggling through here.
With the late afternoon temperature dropping,
like an ice rink.
The roads are getting worse.
It's too slippery.
James Ireland and the Classic Towing Crew are wrestling with a slippery problem of their own.
Watch your ankle.
A 20,000-pound pile of steel beams.
Okay, Mark, slide that hook up. There you go.
Moving the beam safely takes time, and that opens up another risk.
A major concern here is to try and get as much as we can cleaned up before the next snow squall comes in, so we don't have another accident in the southbound side. Okay? Hey, whoa! It would take nothing for another truck or even a car to come through the guardrails and start running people over.
Oh, easy.
That's the last lift. Just got to get them all centered up and make them happy on the truck now.
Okay.
Let's go! Good! Good! And see how they came into each other?
I'm happy.
Pack up and get off the road. They'll run the plows through, let the cars go. Steel beam pickup sticks on the highway, another one in the books. Here's my card.
Thanks, man.
If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call. The OPP were very happy with how fast we looked after getting the highway open for them. All said and done, this is a good day.
Advising all lanes are reopened, taking the vehicles off the highway.
It's a new day in Cornwall, and the storms that battered the highways of Ontario for days
The storm's behind us.
have at last blown through.
So far, so good. You're all fair and clear here.
At the Herb's towing yard, Andrew Vink is back at work, getting a look at just how close his close call really was.
How you doing?
Just coming along.
It's coming. How's that concussion?
Still breathing.
Well, you're lucky.
Good thing I was wearing my seatbelt because it could have been a lot worse. I think it hits home. It makes you realize that life can be a lot shorter than what you think.
Andrew will take time to recover from his concussion, and his father will be keeping an eye on him.
How you feeling, Lou?
Not bad.
Still got a headache?
Yeah, starting to.
Herb took Andrew's accident to heart, obviously. It's his son.
It's hard to see people get hurt.
Thanks for calling Herb's Andrew speaking.
But it's 100 times harder to see your own son get hurt. And not only my son, he's my best buddy.
It's a reminder of the danger for the crews who head out onto the highway when the roads get bad.
When we get called, we got to get there. So at any point, any one of us could be involved in an accident. But it's part and parcel of what we do. It's the way it is. We got to get her done.
Oh no, she's a snowing.
Next time on Heavy Rescue 401, a surprise storm
Worried about the small tape.
stretches equipment
We got no more winch.
to the limit.
This guy's gone for a little bit of a ride.
John Allen
Guy literally launched the truck over this turnaround into the ditch on the other side.
takes on a high-flying wreck, and non-stop problems
I'm tired of playing now.
force Gary
2 inches on the front.
to gamble big.
People out there are nuts.
This time on the season finale of Heavy Rescue 401.
The terrain between Hope and Toronto, it's so different.
The team from Highway Through Hell.
It's just way different obstacles to overcome.
And the 401 crew.
You just feel the wind going by your head.
Size up heavy recovery.
Wow.
These are trucks that guys used to run back in the 70s.
In the mountains of BC.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
And the mayhem of Ontario. On North America's busiest highway. Hundreds of thousands of drivers depend on the men and women who risk it all to keep the roads safe. Because closure is not an option.
Highways here. There's no room for error.
Toronto units at 401 westbound in the express.
That's up like crazy. They're going to be there for a while. This truck is split right in half.
18 lanes has got to be insane to actually operate in. You got, high volume, high speeds, just nonstop.
Can you just watch my back?
The terrain between Hope and Toronto, it's so different. I just sit back and I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
It's kind of like a snake moving around.
Just like some viper that's gonna take you.
It will bite you, and then you're gonna stuck in the traffic whole day.
Right there. Right on the top of the ramp.
Their traffic volume is absolutely insane. It's mind-blowing to watch.
Who wants site 2?
Taxi, go ahead.
Oh, this don't look good.
You got the ripple effect.
Single vehicle into the guardrail with extensive damage.
Boom, 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 boom.
Holy.
First accident, second accident. You can have 5, 6 accidents in a row, all within a kilometer stretch.
Traffic was coming to a stop. I came to a stop. And then I heard the crunching and slamming, and I'm surprised that driver lived.
All right, can I get my truck right here? Okay.
Getting to a scene or clearing it up, there's a huge amount of pressure because I just always want to do a good job. We got a huge amount of volume waiting behind us. We got to get this open.
Just tell everybody stand back.
But when you have that much chaos, that many cars crashing at one time, all those people.
Oh, the cops are rushing us now. We got to start working on this one right away. Hey, here we go. We're going up.
Those guys are really under the gun. I don't know how they do it. I really don't.
Okay, suck it in.
The highway's got to get open. Can't do the job. They'll get somebody there that can.
Freaking nightmare gong show.
Those people out there are nuts, the way they drive.
It's almost like the game of Frogger where you see cars going in and out, just trying to get ahead.
You make a one mistake, the whole highway's shut down.
You get these multi-car pileups.
It's just a ginormous mass you'll see it.
It's just a war zone. Destruction everywhere.
Big accident of the year, I guess.
Oh my God, this is huge.
About 40 cars and tractor trailers. I drive tow truck before, but I never seen an accident like that.
For them, an hour closure could mean miles of backup of traffic.
What a mess that is.
There was an accident out here a few years ago, and there was 96 vehicles involved. It takes a good number of hours to clean up that number of vehicles off the road.
It's just horrendous to even think of that. You know, that sort of stuff doesn't happen out here. There they deal more with momentum. Here we deal more with gravity. You're trying to go up or you're trying to go down.
That looks like it was a hell of a ride.
When you're in the mountain, you know, you're dealing with cliffs. Rocks.
It's all coming down.
Look out! Steep curves.
It's either icy or dirty rotten.
With the terrain between us and BC, the biggest difference is that they have monster cliffs. We have ditches.
They're used to these big, broad interstates, and we don't have that here. We've got narrow little hick town roads.
The canyon's closed. Trucks jackknifed on a bridge. It's going to be a while to get them out of here.
For example, the Spuzzum Bridge accident. How do you operate in that tight little narrow area? You're squeezed.
I hate this bridge, it's spooky.
Even after being in the business so long, when you get to these wrecks, you're still amazed at how something like that could happen. I get scared of heights here. You look right down there. Don't.
Looking over the railing with no guardrails, like 300 feet, I tensed up just feeling it. Like, it looked pretty sketchy.
Sliding back, eh?
We're working in some really tight quarters here. We're right on the edge of the railing, basically trying to unravel this thing.
There we go, buddy. We don't have anything like that around here. Even some of our railroad bridges aren't that high.
Ah!
I'd like to get out there and try working in that area just because of the terrain.
You know, out in BC, they've got sheer drops. They got avalanches, rocks falling off the mountains. Here in Toronto, we have a lot of man-made hazards.
And when we're out hooking up in a live lane, it's very dangerous. We all don't want to do it, especially when cars and trucks are just zinging by, they're not moving over.
All of a sudden, a tractor trailer goes by. If you don't have your footing, the pressure of the wind hitting you will knock you off your feet. I would probably feel like a dog stuck out in the middle of the highway. They're running around in circles, likely to get hit.
I've had a couple of close calls where, you know, a piece of the mirror hit me.
Lady?
Cars, look at these cars. You can just feel the wind going by your head, right?
You know, I got to take my hat off to those guys because I just feel the danger. You know, I get pins and needles in the back of my spine. You know, watching him try to get out of his truck. Amazing.
When I watch John trying to get out of his truck there, that's crazy. We all do it. Just when you see somebody else doing it, how close, you know, you are in the danger zone, like you're right there. Just any second, slight move, you're dead if somebody hits you.
Seeing John, you know, trying to shimmy down the side of his truck. I could see that he just wishes he didn't have one more coat of paint on to get him that much further off the road. It's Russian roulette.
It's pretty scary out there on the side of the road. But at the end of the day, I got a job to do. I'm gonna do it.
Out here in BC, a lot of our jobs
Wow, scary ride, man.
are up in the back roads of the bush or the middle of nowhere, which presents a whole other danger all on its own.
Up in the mountain dealing with this type of terrain, it's not just a regular ditch like in the city. There's a lot of obstacles to overcome.
Holy. It sounds like the water's rushing pretty good.
That's huge, dealing with stuff way down there and trying to pull it up.
Somebody's gonna be a little chilly.
Off-road towing it for us, it's a ton of different challenges put into one.
Hold it there. There's trees and, you know, there's a big rock. You're gonna have to bring it all the way up. It's a tough job.
Yeah, buddy. Okay, out of here, time to dry off.
Holy, somebody's having a bad day.
The biggest thing between BC and back east, it's just way different obstacles to overcome.
I don't know how the hell he got there.
Yeah, it's definitely not a call that you hear every day, a vehicle running into a building. Holy cow, man. Good Lord.
It's very scary. If the truck comes out anymore, the rest of this brick will come down. So that's our main concern right now, is not to take down the rest of the building. There we go.
They're in a very city-type setting,
How far till we come off?
Probably an inch.
and I feel that their conditions, their workplace is a lot more dangerous than ours.
Any second.
It could have been a house of cards, and it would have come down 2 stories all out onto the road. It kind of makes your heart skip a beat. That's it. Good.
That just shows you never know what you're gonna get.
Pretty scary out there.
Out in Ontario, you get sudden temperature changes. Oh boy.
Look at that. Here we go. And it's just started snowing.
You got a wet road, you've got high traffic volume, and the temperature drops a couple of degrees, you got a recipe for disaster.
Everything's icing up. Oh, there's another one, guys. See how fast? See how fast? All around us.
Got a guy spun out on the smasher in the fast lane.
In the heavy wrecker business, there's huge, huge differences between Hope, BC, and Toronto. But we all have one enemy. It's Mother Nature.
An accident waiting to happen, eh?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dude.
When weather hits like this here in Ontario, it does not take long. It's called lake effect snow. The winds pick up, they come in.
We have severe snow squalls.
Literally, you just cannot see your hand in front of your face.
All you can hear is vehicles getting smashed up, and you don't know where it is. It's really dangerous. Holy, 3 more vehicles in the ditch. 4, 5.
I've been in it back east. It's not fun. There's no mountains to stop it. It comes howling off of that lake and it hits you like a sledgehammer.
Became completely whiteout conditions.
It was a sheet of ice. We couldn't control the car whatsoever.
So a few years ago, we had what we deemed Snowmageddon come through this area. We had hundreds of cars and trucks that were stranded out on the 402. It was literally just something you'd see out of a movie.
It's starting to pick up. Stand up there with him, yeah, and I'll tell you if he needs to stop. Okay.
It gets so bad out there that sometimes your actual eyelashes freeze shut. You can't breathe. You can't even speak because it's so cold.
It just feels like pins and needles coming at your face, and it hurts.
I see minus 20, minus 30, minus 40. My hat goes off to those guys because that takes a lot out of you.
Extreme snowfall warning tonight.
Out here, you'll get a big system coming off the ocean. And the valley is shaped like a funnel.
Snowing like from the one side of the head all the way to Juliet.
The Coquihalla is at the narrow end of that funnel.
It's raining down here at the bottom, and then in 20 minutes you can be up the hill into heavy whiteout conditions, and you know you're fighting the battle.
We've seen 9 cars in the ditch so far, a couple flip trucks, 2 smashed up semis, just a little ridiculous.
Come on, buddy.
We're operating in some of the worst driving conditions in the world.
Look at him go. Boy, I bet you just brick.
The snow in BC is very wet, very dense. The resistance from the snowpack would be a lot higher than the resistance in Ontario. Same rigs, same everything. But the snow is going to make a difference in your job.
Just snapped it right off.
It's just sucked in there so good.
It's like the snow is a big hand and it has a hold of that truck.
Well, there in BC, the heavy snow, the wet snow, the slush.
Sakes, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's coming down hard in snow right now. Here it comes.
We do have the equivalent. We have snow that comes in from the Gulf of Mexico.
Traffic is extremely heavy and the weather and visibility are bad.
We can get 30, 35 centimeters at a time.
When does this portion hit us?
Or we could end up with a half an inch or 3/4 of an inch of freezing rain. And that stuff's really crazy to work in.
She turned ice in a matter of minutes on us, so she's pretty slick.
You can't walk, you can't drive. The rigging will slip around on it, and that can be very dangerous.
Nice and slow, slow and steady.
If we go through a period of freezing rain, and then it starts to snow.
Holy smokes. Yeah, she's snowing pretty good.
First, you put a layer of ice down, and now you're going to cover it up so no one can see it.
Sonny, make your way down there, Sonny. Sonny, you go in there, Sonny.
We had a situation.
Be careful when you come down the hill here, Sonny. It's very slippery, buddy.
There is ice on the hill. The trucks slide all the way down. It's ice. I put all the brakes. It's not stopping. It keeps sliding.
Sonny! Sonny!
I've driven in those conditions before, and it is scary. Because you can't feel the road, you can't hear your tires.
Seeing Sonny operate like that, I can relate.
I was almost in the ditch. Wow.
You're trying to get the job done, and now all of a sudden you're stuck in an icy truck trap.
Tell them to drive slowly, okay?
I know how Al and Gold handle the stuff, so that's how I do it.
Drive!
And I'm gonna hook it up. I'm gonna keep going. That's what I'm gonna do, like as they doing. That's the best way to do it.
Yeah, we got the road open.
If what we do helps him out, hey, a good idea is a good idea. Feel free to use it.
Just start
started on the top of the coke here.
That's probably the most problem for us on the Coquihalla is these guys from Ontario and back east that don't use tire chains, use the flat ground.
Oh, look at that. Snow socks. We don't use those in BC, buddy.
And now all of a sudden they're thrown into an 8.5% grade with wet, icy snow.
Hang on, we're going up the hill. Some kind of a condom or something. I don't know what that was.
What are you doing? Don't! Stop! Stop! What are you doing?
When I see Gord and Al dealing with truckers,
You're blocking the highway.
that's got to get frustrating for them.
I don't care about the money. Shut up. Get in the truck. I gotta get you off the hill.
I can see why they get worked up too sometimes there, especially Gord there.
I'm gonna teach him a lesson. He's gonna go up the hill whether he likes it or not.
You know, when you're winter on that mountain, you can count on pulling semis up that hill and pulling them out of the ditch.
Come on, sweetheart. We were able to get it bust loose with the power of the Vulcan V100 wrecker.
The Vulcan wrecker is military-based. They're originally built as tank retrievers, made to go into battle. It's a very good wrecker.
Here goes a little yeehaw moment.
The Rotator, for me, it's just a big, cumbersome piece of iron. I don't really care about the chrome, the lights, and the dazzle. I just want to be able to boom up and pull.
Unlike Jamie and Al out there, we have a lot of rotators here in Ontario. It makes it a lot quicker for clearing highways.
How long before you have it out of the ditch, do you think?
I'm hoping about 90 minutes. With the ability to work off the side of the truck, we can wheel up in the rotator, you know, use a lane and a half, and still get the job done. We got to keep the traffic moving, so around here, the rotators are a real asset.
We're a team, me and the truck.
I've had conversations with Jamie. When I told him what I do with my rotator on a daily basis, I heard his jaw hit his desk.
You become pretty close to the machine. You know, you are it, and it's you. This is the last trip for me in the rotator. I really love my rotator, but at the end of the day, we had too many trucks. It's hard for you to get rid of one of your favorite trucks. I was in tears when I sold it.
You know, it's not about the truck, it's about the operator.
Bit of a pull here.
And, you know, Jamie's proven it. He's back into an old Homes. These are trucks that guys used to run back in the 70s.
Wow.
This is what Jamie's doing out there, so you know what? Thumbs up.
Some recoveries are so big that, you know, you just can't handle these by yourself.
There are 3 of them right in a row.
All of us working in unison to open up the highway as quick as we can.
Ordered the hurricane.
I just got put in midair. It's just hung on for dear life.
Damn, that's a big truck.
The turtle on its back.
Yeah, that must have been a holy moment while he was going over anyways. Al and I, we work really, really well together.
We're gonna be doing some pulling. Hopefully we're not outgunned.
We know what each other is gonna do. We know what each other needs to do.
Can you grab me a big 3/4 chain with 1 hook?
You mean this one?
Yeah.
And we simply get it done.
You know, Al and Gord are a team. When you work together that much, you know what's going on.
I depend on him.
Got it.
You need to know that that guy can handle everything that you can handle and more.
We just might get lucky.
He's been on enough jobs with me and my dad
There she's rolling.
to know how we're gonna rig.
Beautiful.
It's like basically having a brother. running the other wrecker.
It's amazing what you guys can do.
Not every guy gets to work with a guy like Gord.
Careful.
Fortunately, I've got Bubba.
Ready to rock and roll.
Bubba's like my go-to guy. I call him, he goes.
And we'll get out of here in a timely fashion.
We've worked over 100 wrecks together.
You ready?
You kind of get comfortable working with each other, and you just develop little things. You know, when he's just chirping like a bird, I know he's just doing a little bit at a time.
Nice and slow.
And, you know, when I tell him to go, then he can go. Almost similar to baseball, you know, where they get flailing their hands around a little bit.
Good.
And we do that, and we know what each other needs, so we just get her done.
Crossing the bid, so it's gonna be a while. There are 3 of them right in a row.
Some recoveries are so big that, you know, you just can't handle these by yourself. 3 different companies working with 8 trucks.
She froze overnight.
On 3 different wrecks, all 3 coming out at the same time.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good to see you, man. I knew we'd get out on a wreck together.
Yes, finally.
One of the guys on the wreck here was Rick Renders, but we lovingly know him as Bear. Rick was kind of my mentor as I was getting into this industry.
I'm very proud to see what Gary's become.
These are guys that do the exact same thing that I do, so there is a bond that's formed between us.
Let's pull it, Rick.
And that day, the Brotherhood played out like we could never have predicted.
Two feet from hitting me. If that had connected with me, I might not be here right now.
I'll stand here with me, behind me.
Gary's son is getting into this industry. He's gonna want to see this because it could happen to him. It can happen to any of us.
Okay, hold her there, guys.
We all care for each other, and that's part of the Brotherhood.
See what we're up against. Hopefully I don't lose my hard hat today.
We're all in this game together.
Who ordered the hurricane?
And sometimes you have to work with other companies.
Where's that kite?
I just got put in midair. I was about 8 feet in the air. I just hung on for dear life.
We needed 2 big wreckers on it right now.
We're gonna do an Alder Grove jelly roll.
My initial reaction is it's out of my element, but it's an opportunity for me to learn the Alder Grove jelly roll.
Okay, no worries, he'll walk you through it.
An Alder Grove jelly roll is an end roll done our way, with a little bit of finesse and a little bit of skill.
Okay, be careful.
And no matter how long you do this job or how much experience you get,
Just keep that tire skipping right on the ground.
to continue being successful, you need to learn from each other.
Let it down on your red, let it down on your red.
It was a great opportunity, and I really enjoyed it.
Well, you taught me something today, Al. That was a first for the Alder Grove jelly roll. Nice job.
An adrenaline rush in the wind like that.
It came up, wheels just slid, set over beautifully.
Just like you knew what the hell you were doing.
You'd almost think I'd done a jelly roll before.
We got to try to have a fun relationship with some guys.
What's going on, John?
This truck's more your speed, eh?
Yeah.
Me and Kevin, we're great friends. And, you know, our whole life is a competition with each other. You know, we're always trying to one-up each other. Our flatbed got bogged out, stuck. And he's got the loader, so I sucked my pride up and called and asked for some help.
You ready?
That nice and easy?
He's pulling. Wheels are turning. Mud's flying.
There we go, there we go.
John did the right thing by calling me. Because he knows I always, got his back and always tried to make him look good. So that's what I did.
Well, we got him.
Yeah, well, as soon as I told him what to do, it came right out, and we're out of there.
There's going to be times where I'm in a jam or I need help. They're going to come and help me. They better. No.
You don't get them upside down very often.
Every day is different.
Oh, what happened there?
You don't know what you're gonna come across.
It's amazing what moves up and down these highways.
What we have is a great big Greek salad.
Some of these loads are unforgettable.
See the wreckage, it's unbelievable.
Hot sauce on everything.
Some of them are dangerous.
Whoa!
And some of these jobs put our skills to the test.
That is a hell of a long ways down. Oh boy.
It's a 40-foot sea can with a load of cases of whiskey inside. We'd like to try to drink our way to the bottom, but we don't think they will allow it.
Booze. Booze, yeah. Out of Toronto.
Oh, we got leakage. Smell the whiskey.
We've had a few of them that rolled over. Beer, vodka, rum. Dealing with them, it's pretty fun, right? Seeing all that alcohol. If people like alcohol.
There you go.
Guys in the East handle lots of booze wrecks, but we get the best.
Like the fist of God came down on it.
That was just like an explosion of wine on the highway.
Yeah, that's quite the mess. Next question, was it good wine?
I love wine.
That's what we're liking. Nice dry road.
All kidding aside, we have a lot of heavy truck traffic.
Everything you have, except for your children, has rolled down this 401.
Everything that's made, everything that's manufactured, like auto parts.
Big slabs of steel coils.
It's quite a mess, actually.
You never know where you're gonna get, right?
Alrighty.
I've done coils, but that's all solid, right?
These big steel rolls, I've never seen that before.
Where are you taking the load? Oh.
I was just thinking to myself, holy, how am I gonna pick this up?
Yeah, it could be tricky and dangerous, right? Because it's 20,000 pounds of steel.
Steel's not fun to handle, and it's difficult to tie down.
Oh, God. If it's rolling at you, there's no way you're gonna stop it.
We gotta get some wood here, okay, guys?
So I come up with a pretty effective plan with our wood bumpers to get our straps underneath it.
Just watch it doesn't turn, all right? Go this way, let's go this way. We saved the day, man.
We see steel out here, but not as much as we see wood.
Every tow man wants to catch a big fish. And this is a whopper. The logging truck, 700 feet straight down this god-awful cliff.
Long ways down. Oh, boy.
That's pretty amazing stuff.
It's coming down.
Al is a special kind of crazy.
Crawling 700 feet down in a ditch to pull a vehicle out, and we're crawling, sometimes 60.
Okay, pull her up there, Gord. Tighten her up again.
All righty.
In BC, there's no room for error. They have a failure, their truck's gone off the side of a mountain.
You're literally working blind. I cannot see what I'm pulling on.
It's just amazing to watch what they bring up and how they do it.
Been doing this for a long time. And you get that sixth sense. That truck will talk to you. It'll tell you what it's doing. You can hear it, you can feel it, you can hear the cable singing. You know when you're pulling hard. See the light at the end of the tunnel.
And you need to know when you're starting to reach the limits. I'm hearing sounds that I don't like. I'm concerned. The pitch changes and you're listening for that. I knew that the truck just wasn't moving. I said, whoa, let's stop. Unfortunately, the message didn't get through quick enough, I guess.
If you don't pay attention, you're not listening to everything, you can have big failures.
That can happen to any of us.
Half of this is probably rubbernecking,
It's dangerous, but it's not so much us, it's the other drivers that are in a hurry.
We have drivers breaking the law, trying to get around traffic.
They don't get it. They don't get it.
People do stupid things. And then, like, I slam on the brake.
Traffic is extremely heavy.
We have a lot of eyes on us all the time. You know, the highways usually have cameras on them.
We have a collision.
Vehicle into a light standard, unknown injury.
2 tows on scene.
These guys have all these TV cameras around that somebody is actually watching and can get help rolling.
10-4, I'll notify OPP.
When the roads close down here, they'll have the OPP there, they'll have many sergeants. There's a lot of people that show up to get it open. It's pulling very hard on the fifth wheel here. The trailer's actually sitting on the tires. It's too dangerous to close down multiple lanes to transfer the load over. And you know what? That's when I said, let's go. Rolling closure, let's do it. Take it right to Kennedy Road if it's going good, buddy. Just keep going. Hey, no, it's not a big if, it's gonna happen.
I can't see out of these mirrors. Thinking to myself, this is crazy. This isn't gonna work.
It's like a bunch of eggs in a wet grocery bag. It's just the weight hanging on it. It just could come apart at any time. Yeah, Charles, that's good speed there, buddy. How's it feel?
I can smell the rubber burning a bit.
I can smell a little bit too.
Seeing James out in the middle of the Highway 401 there, that's risky. That's like juggling hand grenades with no pins in.
I just want to get this thing to the shoulder before she comes apart.
It could be the next bump. It could be the next wiggle. Detonates that whole explosion of parcels, packages, things that you don't really want to be hand bombing in the middle of traffic.
You're good. Keep going. Don't just slow. Come way back over here. Easy, Charles. That's it, buddy. Park it.
It's off our highway, and we did it in a very timely fashion, so it was a perfect scenario.
My hat's off to him for pulling that thing down the highway, because I wouldn't have wanted to try that. That looked nasty.
That was interesting, eh?
She's a white knuckle, buddy.
Holy crap, that was cool.
When you're in a city center and you dial 911, you're able to dispatch EMS or fire or police, whatever, and almost instantaneously. Up there, that is not the case at all. You're a long ways from home.
Take your windows up, go by that truck.
The reality is we don't have fire services. The thing's on fire, it's blocking the highway, and it's got to be moved. That's the end of that.
It just makes you think, wow.
Hard on the lungs, man.
He's doing it all. He's trying to put out the fire, trying to do everything himself.
We're not gonna sit here 20 hours to watch this thing burn. I'm gonna start limping down the road.
Fire on the deck. Holy cow, Davy Davis is on fire.
Need a little snow.
We grabbed some shovels and some snow, and we kept beating the fire back. That's the way it gets done here.
I guess it's a little more Wild West for Jamie and Al out in that area. You know, here they'll send 2 fire departments, 3 fire departments to put a truck out.
We all have a job to do, and sometimes it feels like we're cleaning up somebody's stupidity.
I see a car cut me off. And then another guy just cut me right into it. And then, like, I slam on the brake. I did. If I hit the guy, he might have died.
People don't understand how dangerous it is on the highway.
Half of this is probably rubbernecking, you know.
Everybody's gotta stop, take pictures.
Everybody's slowing down to look, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that, you know, it really gets under your skin.
We just need people to just drive ahead and forget about the accident, look where they need to go.
We have drivers breaking the law, trying to get around traffic, taking shortcuts through a construction zone.
We're getting multiple 911 calls now reference this muddy road.
We have vehicles trying to merge with traffic that's going at full speed, and they're coming off of a muddy ditch. It puts everybody at risk.
On cameras, a tractor trailer collide with a car.
Watching that clip blows my mind. Just not smart decisions.
And we have another collision that is completely unnecessary and completely preventable.
People's days are so busy. They're so enthralled with themselves and their own schedule, they don't take time to see obstructions on the side of the road.
When you're driving by an accident scene,
Slow down!
you need to slow down and move over. Think about it as if it was your loved one at the side of the highway.
Brandon! Go!
Would you drive a little differently?
We're headed this morning down to line up a procession of tow trucks. This was somebody that I knew personally. He's the son of the guy that started the business, so I'm in the same situation.
When you have a child in the business and you lose them, you know, I couldn't even imagine what my dad would go through, let alone what this family's going through right now.
There's one tow truck driver killed every 6 days in North America. Family left behind, children left behind.
The message is we gotta slow down, gotta move over.
Why should we lose our life? Because they're in a big hurry, right?
Until people smarten up and realize that slow down, move over means something, these incidents are going to continue to happen.
People don't realize how dangerous it is on the highway until they're sitting on the side of the highway and they're scared. You're literally scared shitless. They get in my truck, they're safe now.
How'd you like sitting on the side of the 400 being broke down there?
I broke on the middle of the highway.
It takes a certain type of person to do this job. And it takes a certain type of person to keep doing this job.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Save my day.
No problem, anytime.
And then skating for how long?
10 million hours.
That's a long time. Mother Nature has a big part to play in how much time we get to spend at home. It takes its toll on you. Well, you might be out for 2 or 3 days straight and only home for a few hours and then back out again.
Why?
My wife, every single day, she make lunch and bring it to me. Because if I go, I don't know what time I'm gonna come back.
All right. Bye. Bye. Careful. I love you.
Oh, help me here!
Working long hours, we all sacrifice a lot.
Oh, my God.
Sometimes I ask myself, why am I doing it?
There you
But
go.
the next day, I go and do it because I love my job. I love what I do. And I like to help people.
Wow. Trailer's down. All right, buddy. Break it down, Glenn. Good job.
I think only the toughest people can survive in this business. And most towing companies are run by small family businesses. The kids who grow up in this business understanding it.
Okay, and then we want to give ourselves enough change.
Yeah.
You know, every kid loves a truck.
So it balances itself out.
Yeah. Even as a baby, he was driving around with me in the car seat once in a while and loved it. So, you know, they just get wrapped in it and it sucks you in and you're there.
I think it's a way of life, and I think that, you know, they're used to working together as a family. It's kind of a little bit like a farm, believe it or not, except we have trucks.
3 generations, and now we're getting into 4 generations. Look! I'm just every day trying to live up to the legacy of my dad and my grandpa.
3 months before my grandpa died, gave me some Super 8 movies of fishing a logging truck over across the river. And it would be so cool to see that footage, watching Grandpa pull that. And then feed into this.
You know, I wish he was still alive to see this job.
Towing's one of them things that either it's in you or it's not. I feel it's my duty.
It's moving, keep it going.
What is it gonna take for me to get the highway open?
Thank you very much for your professionalism.
Anytime, that's what we're here for.
The action's gone, so it'll move now.
My challenges are a lot different than their challenges, but yet we're all fighting for the same thing here. Get the job done as best as we can and make it home back to our families at the end of the day safely.
Nice job, dude.
People in this industry are there for you
Go ahead, Mark. Get it up.
every day of the week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
There you go.
One more truck off the road.
When we see that traffic rolling, yeah, it's just I say, hey, I was in that. I did that. I got the highway open.
Are they opening a westbound lane? Yes, they are.
Yeah, buddy.
Makes you feel good.